All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Module 6 of our Fostering Family Leaders class. Module 6. So we are on the way. We have, three more modules? Yeah, we're almost there. So tonight, again, is jam-packed. Welcome, everyone. Oh, I got this nice, you can't go to the next screen.
You may have to stop sharing. Maybe that
That's
might
what I
yeah, because you just had your music on, so it could be with you.
Oh, I had it going on. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving.
Do you want to go to
All
Sunday
right.
school? It's gonna depend on what your grades are, okay?
You may want to mute someone. You may want to mute yourself.
What?
Did you ever take the milestone?
If you're talking right now, you might want to mute yourself so the whole group doesn't hear your conversation.
Years, but it's all the same.
Hello. If you're not muted right now, would you mind muting? Thank you, guys.
Okay. For some reason, the PowerPoint got stuck back here. Okay, here we go. So here is our quote. Again, my name is Pam Braxton from Odyssey Family Counseling Center. I'm the Community Outreach Coordinator, and I'm also a licensed clinical therapist. Welcome to Module 6. So here is our quote. It says here, for a community to be whole and healthy, it must be based on people's love and concern for each other. Today, we are going to talk about community, and we're going to talk about our community project. But basically, this quote emphasizes the importance of love and concern among community members for their overall well-being and the vitality of the community. So it suggests that a truly thriving and cohesive community is one where individuals genuinely care for and support each other. So it's very important that we care and support each other in the community. Does anyone have any quotes that they want to share today? If you do, you can come off mute. Any quotes? We're going to move on, maybe next time. All right, so the team will now introduce themselves. I already introduced myself. I'm Pam Braxton from Odyssey. And we have a special guest with us this evening. But Gabrielle, Pam, and Tanya, you want to introduce yourselves?
Hello, my name is Gabrielle Pointer. I am a co-facilitator. I am also an adult clinician at Odyssey Family Counseling Center. That's me.
Thank you, Gabrielle.
Hey, everyone. I am Tani Weatherspoon. I'm a coach with United Way and with Odyssey, and I'm happy to be here with you guys tonight.
Thank you, Tani. I don't know. I know Pam said she had to go back and forth, so she may not be on. But we have, yeah, I don't see her. Well, we have a special guest tonight. Angelina, you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Angelina. I also work with Tani. I am the Family Engagement Project Manager, and I work with United Way and Pam as well at Pamper Me Beautiful. And I look forward to just meeting with you guys and hearing all the wonderful insights and learning that you guys have done. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Angelina. All right. And so, as always, we ask that you turn your cameras on so that we can see you, especially if you're getting off mute and talking, so we can see you. But since we're recording, we understand you may not feel comfortable with your camera on, and that's fine. We just hope that you all are able to engage in the class. If you do miss a module or a session, I have the videos recorded. The problem is the videos they're so long, I can't send them. So I know one way I could send them is to I guess upload it to YouTube or something. So I'm still working on that. And so I'm hoping to get the videos to those of you all who have missed. And I have talked to some of you all. I'm glad to see some of you all are back. We just ask that you complete these feedback survey form.
I'm sorry, but I can't find out how to raise my hand. It's Sequoia. I
Hey,
did.
Sequoia.
Hey, how you doing? I missed a
Okay.
couple of modules. I had death in my family, and I've been
Yeah.
all over the place. But if you could, when you figure out how to send them, if you could send it to me. I think I missed
I
2 or
will.
3, but yeah, everywhere.
Okay, yeah, we talked. So thank you so much for
You're
letting
welcome.
us know. And we talked, and you are on my list to send you those videos.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you. Okay. So today, again, jam-packed. We're going to do a warm-up activity, reflection activity. We're going to review the protective factors as we always do. We're going to talk about the community action cycle final project guidelines. Now, that is your project that you are going to do during the graduation, which is the very last module. And so we're going to talk a lot about that tonight and for the next few modules, and we're going to talk about communication roadblocks. Okay. Okay. So here we go with, here are all of our modules. And as you see, well, really, we only have 2 more modules and then the graduation celebration. So we are moving right along. I think 8 and 9 are together. So, yep. So we're going to be moving right along. So we are going to have Gabrielle that's going to talk about the community agreements.
Hello. So we're going to review some of these community agreements again. If you have any community agreements you would like to add, you can unmute yourself after I'm finished and add them. Drop them down in the chat. If you feel like there are some community agreements that you feel like are more necessary than others, let me know. This is interactive. So we all want your input. First community agreement that we have is keep confidentiality. This is a group of trust. This is a group of vulnerability. So some people may not feel as vulnerable, may not feel as comfortable to be as vulnerable if they think it's going to get out of this group, but we're not going to do that because we're going to keep everything in here confidential. Ask questions. Please, please, please ask questions. No question is a dumb question. We want your engagement. We want to know that you guys are listening, and we want to know that you guys are understanding some of the things that we are saying. So please ask questions. Put yourself on mute when you're not speaking. Background noise can be distracting. Sometimes people can't hear other people that's talking if people are unmuted while their things are going on in the group, in the group. Use visual emojis to raise your hand. So there's icons at the bottom of your screen where you can raise your hand. If you like what somebody is saying, you can put a little heart, you can put a little clap emojis. This is engaging. We want everybody to participate and everybody to feel involved. Take space and make space. If we want everybody to talk, we want everybody to give their input. If you feel as though input is given and other people may not feel like they can say anything because it's been said already, just kind of be conscious of allowing space for others to participate, to give their input. Come with an open mind. Come with an open mind to learn. This is an educational group, psychoeducational group, I'm sorry. So the point is for you to take something from this every time you come to the group. The videos that we send out to you guys, the whole goal is for you guys to take something for this and implement, or think about, oh, somebody else I know is going through this. Maybe I could share with them some of the concrete fundamental things that I've learned in here. A judgment-free zone. The whole goal is for us to be vulnerable and share insights and for us to get to know each other. So it's a judgment-free zone. If people feel like they're going to be judged, they're not going to want to participate. Be flexible and ready to compromise. Being able to be flexible by hearing an opinion you may not necessarily agree with. Everybody has their own opinion, and all things are not the same. So be open to hear what other people have to say. You don't have to necessarily agree with them, but you can respect them and their opinion. Be respectful, kind of goes hand in hand. Be respectful of what other people have to say. Be respectful of other people's time. Be respectful of what is being taught in this group. Tell the truth. Be honest. Goes back to vulnerability. Be honest. Lead with your heart. There are no topics or stories, vulnerable stories that won't go judged or be judged by us. So be honest and be empathetic. Think of others, put other people in your shoes. If you don't want other people to talk over you, you probably shouldn't talk over other people. Things like that. Are there any other community agreements that anybody wants to add? Or give input on the community agreements that we currently have? If you don't necessarily feel comfortable coming off your mic, turning on your mic and sharing, you can drop it in the chat. So that's an option as well. Thank you for listening.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Gabrielle, for that. We're going to move on to our warm-up activity. So bear with me because I'm going to use the whiteboard. So warm-up reflection activities. So we want you guys to think of one or more pressures or challenges that your family, your child, school, community, or neighborhood is facing and share that. I'm going to write that on the whiteboard. It says here, are you motivated to take action on any of the pressures that you identified? Is the pressure you identify stated as a problem or an issue? If it's stated as a problem, restate the problem as an issue you could work on with others. And who are other people who might care about the issue you identified? Basically, we just want you to think of one or more pressures or challenges that your child, family, school, community, or neighborhood is facing and share. So we're going to do that first.
And Pam, can I ask, are they going to go into breakout sessions?
Not for this one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, we're just going to kind of brainstorm on the whiteboard.
Okay. And as
If
we
I remember
brainstorm,
how to do it. Mhm.
I want to remind, I know, please don't ask me. But I want to remind everybody that as we're thinking
Oh
about
my
these issues, this has to do with family engagement, academic achievement, and I want to say early learning. Is that the third
It was
one?
school readiness.
School readiness.
Yeah, I meant to put that on here because it's the three categories. Totally forgot how to use this. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, here we go. So the three categories are school readiness, um, how do I, Tony, are you writing?
No, I
Oh,
am I was trying to navigate the screen. I had to join on my phone because my volume wasn't working on my laptop. I'm trying to see. Like, man.
engage. Man, I meant to have this ready for y'all, but it's okay. Do you all see what I'm doing here? So we're gonna we have to have 10, at least 10 issues in these 3 categories. That's
Well,
better.
they can be they can all be 10 under just 10 total, and so they don't
Yep,
have
yep, 10 total. It could be all under one thing. It doesn't
Right.
matter. So let me see, can I make it bigger? That's not bigger. Oh, that's bigger. Okay, as I am toggling with this, you can, Gabrielle, do you mind looking at the chat for me and letting me know if it's some things that people want me to add on here?
No problem.
Okay.
Um, are you ready? Well,
Well, we got some stuff.
yep. Ashley put teen, semicolon perfection. I'm not sure where are we gonna put that under, Ashley? School readiness, academic achievement.
Academic achievement.
Okay, so
Academic
teen,
achievement.
so
Okay.
teen perfection is under academic achievement. Ashley added that one.
Teen perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm
Ashley,
assuming, I'm assuming she means the pressures that teens have to be perfect.
Gotcha.
Yes. So I have
Academic.
a son who's 16, and he has, since sixth grade, he's been in the same school, and he has been like this model student. And they expect him to be perfect. They expect him to always show up because that's what we do. With a smile, not having any any negative feedback, it always has to be just smiles. And he's kind of like over it's like, hey, I have something to say, and they may not like it. But a lot of these children are expected to be adults, not to make mistakes, to get all the good grades, to do all the things with
Mm,
no wiggle room, and it's overwhelming to them.
okay. Okay, thank you for that. That is awesome. We got one. Do we have some more in the chat, Gabrielle?
Sequoia's, I just added home economics.
Where are we
Um,
putting that?
where we gonna put that under Sequoia? You can add it to the chat, or you can unmute yourself, and she might be typing. Anybody else have anything to add? You can add it in the chat.
I'm sorry, my phone was messing up. I'm on my phone right now, but I would put that under family engagement.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because a lot of us don't know how to, just basic living starts at home, and a lot of us don't have basic home training.
Definitely. I am not good in the kitchen, so I can definitely relate. Not at all.
Okay. All righty. What else we got? We got 2. We got to do at least 8 more.
Nikki just added, do not feel comfortable letting kids play outside.
Okay. Where would that be under?
Yeah. So when you guys add it to the chat, can you add the category as well so we can know what to add it under? Because some of these can honestly go under more than one, honestly. Family
Family
engagement.
engagement. Thank you. Okay. let's see. And that was, can I copy and paste it? Okay.
Nikki, I look forward to hearing some more about that because this is my first time hearing someone say that, and I'm very interested.
Hello.
Mhm.
I feel terrible. As you guys know, I am pregnant and this baby is acting up. Um, what I mean, I know. Um, what I mean is that I dream of a neighborhood where I can wave across the street and do the fake hello, good morning. I remember when I bought my house, I took my two dogs and I went and introduced myself to everyone on my street. And it didn't seem like people were excited about meeting me. And it also felt like they were weirded out that I would even approach their door. And I remember I went to one home and I heard them inside saying, how long is she gonna stand out there with them dogs? Like they would not answer the door. And I just wanted to be like, hey, I'm Nikki. I just bought a house and I'm your neighbor. And they were not having that. And I guess it's been 4 or 5 years and it's the same energy. Well, I've had 3 kids since then, and they're grown. You know how fast kids grow up. And this is not the type of neighborhood where I can send them outside to play. I'd like for people to recognize my kids and say, oh, those are that's Miss Nikki's daughter. Or hold them accountable, like, you better put that stick down. I know your mother. Or hey, come to my house. We have crackers. Or it's not comfortable like that. It's if you speak to people, it's almost awkward and weird and unwanted. So I don't want to feel like I have to live in a neighborhood where people don't look like my family and I. And I've always desired to raise my kids in a community neighborhood school and where we fit in physically. And it's also very discouraging that it seems like my neighbors are not on the same page as far as raising kids in solidarity and joining together and being a part of this village. You know, my husband and I both are not from Atlanta, so we are all by ourselves. So if we don't build relationships with unrelated friends, then it's just us. So I just want to be able to have a community in my neighborhood, essentially is what I'm trying to say. And it weighs heavy on me because we have to drive to places or go to different libraries. We can't just walk outside and, no one knows each other, I guess, around here.
Wow, thank you, Nikki. That is very insightful. I
Mhm.
remember the times I grew up in the south side of Chicago when we were just all go outside and play and all the neighbors knew each other. I remember we couldn't walk on the lady's grass next door, or else she would come yelling and tell our parents, that type of community. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember those days.
I have my mom's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and my mom used to send me to Milwaukee every summer on a street that she lived all her life, on a street where my grandmother lived all her life.
Oh,
And
wow.
that's where the sense of community came from. The kids be outside. My mom like, where you get that popsicle from? Oh, well, 3 doors, the neighbor down the street, he bought us all ice cream. And that's the only time I really had a sense of community. I was raised in Chamblee, where it's diverse and a lot of different cultures. But I can honestly say I really didn't have a community here in Atlanta until I moved to Lithonia, when there's more people that look like me, and my neighbor
Mm,
look out for me. My neighbor like, oh, I see your car wasn't out there. Where you been at? You good? Or it's a package outside and I took it in the house. So just call me when you come home. I have more of a
yeah.
community here where I live now than where I lived before. So I think a lot of times it comes with how long you've been living there, and also come down to like people who really care about what put themselves in your shoes and really care about how they would feel if they were in your shoes. So I can definitely.
I really just feel like people prioritize their privacy and what they're doing in their own homes and families. And I don't know that they see the benefit of joining in as a community. I am definitely the type of neighbor that you want. I'm all the nosiness that you need. I will watch out for you. I will report things to you. You can ask me to watch your house. I'll keep your kids while you run to the store. Like, I'm the type of neighbor that somebody would benefit from having. And I just don't see that in, definitely not on my street. And even in the neighborhood, this is the place where, you'd run over somebody's mailbox and keep going.
Mm.
So, I was reading an article last week about how 70% of Americans don't know their next door neighbor. I don't know how true that is, but it definitely is true on my street. I'm like, oh, Amber, your next door neighbor. No, never met her, never heard of her. Well, don't you think that you might need to know her just in case your house catches on fire, or, you know, like you go on vacation and you need somebody to keep your mail? So it makes sense to me to be bonded as a community, but I don't know that I share that with my direct neighbors.
So can I say, so I want you, so thank you, Nikki, for sharing. And what I would like for you to do is we're listing all these different community things. And so Nikki brought up some great points about sense of community and shared concerns. So maybe when we think about these as a group, someone you may feel like Nikki, but for different reasons that you don't trust your children go outside, right? So I just want you to think about this, right? So there might be, because when you said that in the beginning, I thought because they weren't safe, right? Because I was at a call last week and the mom said, "Oh, let me go get my kids. Someone's outside shooting," and she had to go get her kids and bring them in. So there's different reasons why people may not be safe. So I'm just saying this for the rest of the group as we list our community challenges. As that what we're going to do is we're going to end up choosing the ones that we feel the most passionate about, and we're going to work together as groups to resolve this issue. And so if we choose this particular topic that Nikki just discussed, then we may see this from multiple perspectives. Maybe we don't trust our decisions our kids are made. Maybe we can't let our kids go outside because there's no green space, right? Because it's right in front of a main street. I'm just putting this out there for a thought process as we're considering our community issues. Okay.
Oh, we definitely have shootings in our neighborhood. And I guess that would be okay if you felt like you were talking about the shooting with your neighbor. But it's like, well, who did the gunshot? Well, we don't know because we don't know each other. Well, good luck, everyone.
Mhm.
Just very
Yeah.
separated.
Yeah. Good discussion, guys. This is great. Somebody put in the chat, who was that? Tasha. She said change lives and motivate others. Okay. So we're brainstorming some topics for your community projects, right? So these are issues that you're motivated to work on, motivated to change, because we are going to take everything that we've learned in all the modules, put it together and do our community project using the topics that you all pick. And we're gonna show you how to do all that. Okay, I need 6 more. Thank you, Pam. She said, great discussion, Odyssey leaders. All right. All right. What are some other topics, some issues that you're motivated to work on, motivated to change?
What's our internet network?
Gabrielle, can you read that for me?
Yes, Nikki says children.
Wait, where is it under?
Oh yeah, what is it under Nikki?
Okay.
School readiness.
School readiness. All
Readiness.
right.
So children
Okay.
need to know letter sounds, words before we send them to school.
Children
Needs
need
to
to know
know.
how letter sounds work
Work.
before we send them to school. This is my favorite thing to talk about as far as education, because I think that all problems in our world can be solved by education, and that means we have to focus on our children. But these days we are sending our kids to school expecting and assuming the teachers are going to teach them how to read. And then by the third grade, they are behind, and then they're behind for the rest of their educational career. We have got to teach our toddlers how letter sounds work. And so if there's 26 letters in the alphabet, there's 44 sounds. They need to know what a TH says. And I think the parents are ignorant to the power of what it would mean for a child to be prepared in that way. And it's something simple that we can do at home that would help our teachers out so that when the kids get to class, they're ready to learn the material instead of learning how to read.
Okay. That's a really good issue.
What does school recreation go under Sequoia? Sequoia says recreations, free recreations, activities for less and create less gun violence for our youth.
Okay.
Is that school readiness, family engagement, or academic achievement?
It will be under family engagement.
Engagement. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So guys, if you guys are not speaking, can you mute your mics? And I'm getting some background noise.
That's true. That's why I said more free recreational. Because a lot of YMCAs and Boys and Girls Clubs now, they charge. A lot of parents can't afford that. So that causes for the kids to not be able to go. And it gives them room to pick up guns and try other things. So if you have more free recreation, then you got less kids on the street with less guns.
That is great. That's a good topic. Thank you.
Netta
People
added
gotta-
lack of resources can sometimes hinder family engagement.
Okay. Oh, that goes with the resources.
Yeah, lack of resources, yeah, can affect family engagement.
Okay. The resources and sometimes. Okay. I don't know how many is that. 1, 2.
7. We got 7.
We got 7. Okay. Almost there, guys. Oh, here's a long one. What is
Nikki said sex ed. Our kids and teens are so advanced thanks to social media, but are often ignorant to the importance of information.
Thank you.
Family engagements, sexual ignorance leads to STDs and unwanted pregnancies.
Yeah.
And then Sequoia adding tutoring for parents. That lack of knowledge to teach kids to prepare for school. Y'all got some good ones.
I know. Can't wait to hear these projects.
Sequoia is going to add the tutoring for parents under school readiness.
Okay.
Can you add it under both? Because I think it'll go good under academic achievements as well.
Okay. The tutoring.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you said you want that under
School readiness and
school readiness and okay, got you.
So can I ask, when you say for tutoring, are you talking about tutoring for the parents? Or are you talking about tutoring
Yes,
for
it's tutoring for the parents because as I have gotten older, And now my grandmother is from Mississippi, okay, and she came here without being able to read, but she was born in the 30s. But as an adult now, I have met grown women that really cannot read, like really cannot read or write a complete sentence.
Right.
I have ran into people, you know what I'm saying? So if you can't read or write a complete sentence, there's no way that you could teach your baby how to
True.
Yeah.
read or write.
This is true.
I also think it's important to teach parents how to, as you teach them how to the curriculum and how to read and things like that, I also think it's important to teach them how to teach.
Right.
Because
right.
I definitely went to school, but
That's a
I
good-
cannot teach. I really don't know how to teach.
And it's
I know it, but I don't know how to teach it. You know what I'm saying? Like teach it to
right,
a kid or teach math. Like, yeah, I know how I got the answer,
right.
but it's difficult for me to teach.
And it's true, like me, my daughter, I have one daughter, two daughters, I have 6 kids. 2 of my daughters, I cannot teach myself. And I know that I cannot teach them myself. I tried, like I need help with tutoring for those 2 because it's hard, like I cannot teach them. But it's somebody that I know can, because I had a tutor for one of them and she was great. Like she could teach her simple stuff that I could not do myself. So that'll be good for us if we could get tutoring for parents.
That's some great insight. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, I think this is 13. How many? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, no, 11. Okay, sorry. We got our 10. Woo, very good. Thank you. Okay. Just in case this don't save, I'm gonna take a picture and then we're gonna move on. Any questions before we move on to the next thing? This was an awesome exercise, guys. You
Also,
did really well.
Also remember, Pam, so since you are recording, because since now you're a recording queen, um, everything. So I like to use the chat when I collect these topics for our subjects because you'll be able to go back and see everything in the chat as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just
I
know that.
noticed that. Yeah,
Yeah.
when you record it, you can see the chat. Yep.
So you have a second backup.
Yep. All right. That was an awesome exercise. Okay. We're gonna move on. Share my screen again. Okay, the protective factors. We all know what they are: parent resilience, social connections, knowledge of parenting and child development, concrete support in times of need, and social and emotional competence of children. So, what protective factors do you feel like you've used this week? You can either put it in the chat or you can come off mute and share with us. What are some protective factors that you've used this week?
Can I share one, Pam?
Please.
All right.
Absolutely.
So for me, it would be for my granddaughter, concrete support in time of need, because she does have autism and she lives with her parents. So me and the other grandmother, you guys don't tell nobody this, but we get together and we share information about what we think should be going on with the kids. And we actually make strategies for who's going to talk to who, you know. She's going to talk to her son. I'm going to go talk to the fiance. And so because she and I can support each other, it's really great. The kids don't know that we conspire behind their backs, but it's all because we love the kids. So she and I are each other's concrete support in times of need.
That is great. Thank you for sharing that. Anybody else? What protective factor did you use this week?
Hi, I use knowledge of parenting and child development. Um, I see that my sons have a lot on their plates just existing, and then all of the pressures in school to because the staff know me, so they expect my sons to walk a tight rope. And so that's a lot of pressure on children to just exist. And then I just saw all the activities that they're involved in and things like that, community service. My 16-year-old is actually graduating a year early. And so it's I started looking at that, and my expectations of them are pretty high, but I wanted to make sure that I wasn't too hard on them. So I had to take a step back for myself and just think about how I would want to be talked to um, if I were their age. Um, and start, looking like, hey, I wouldn't want that, or I would want to have some leeway. And so we talk all the time, but I know I've been tougher on them lately. And spring break, I really just sat back and just engaged with them, got to know them a little bit on a different level. What do they want? What do they need from me as a parent? Um, and how I could tweak how I engage with them to be more proactive than reactive. So that was something um, I really had the past couple of weeks. It's something we've been doing at my house with my children.
Can I
That is
say,
great.
Mom,
Mhm.
kudos to you just for being so self-aware. Like that's half of the battle when we are aware of our behavior, we're aware of our kids' needs, and sometimes just beautiful. If I was there, I would give you like a whole parade party.
And
Thank
who
you.
was it that was talking?
Ashley Manning.
Ashley, man. Okay, because we want to give you credit. Okay, thank you, Ashley. That was great.
Mercy, you have your
So,
hand raised.
yeah, I think we
Are
got some
you ready?
hands raised. Okay.
I would say for the past week, for me, it would be social and emotional competence along with social connections. For the social connections, because it was spring break, I was able to coordinate a couple of outings for my son and myself with another mother and kid that he's gotten close to recently. So like last Monday we did the museum, Natural History Museum, and then Tuesday we took him to a park for a picnic, and we just put a blanket out on the grass and gave them sandwiches and chips and then let them play all afternoon. So that gave him an outlet for unstructured time, to almost what I would consider unstructured time. It was their time to just be kids and just have fun, not to have to worry about anything. And then for the social and emotional competence, um, my son is kind of going through it with his father right now, and his lack of follow through as far as scheduled visits and so forth. And I don't have any family here in Atlanta. So it's other aside from his father, he doesn't have anyone else here other than myself. And my family is in Detroit. So like my father and my brothers, and they all have a really good connection with my son. And it wasn't really in my budget, but I figured out how to send him home for a couple of days so that he could get that male interaction face to face and not just over FaceTime or calling on the phone after school. So he was able to spend like Wednesday through Sunday evening with them, do the barbershop instead of having mom there to do it, and so forth, and just get a chance to just have that male interaction, because I can be mom and I can help him with certain things, but I'm not a male and I can't relate to him in certain regards. And he's at this point where he's obviously still a little kid, but he's becoming very self-aware in regards to male versus female, and acting like he's the man of the house. And I don't
Yeah.
want him to feel like he's my male support. I want him to just be my son.
Yep.
So I wanted
Yep.
him to be around men to give him that positive energy and reinforcement. It's that we got you.
I love it. Thank you so much, Mercy. Thank
Oh,
you. Boy, these Odyssey leaders.
right? Right? Gosh, I'm happy to be
Y'all,
part of this group.
all right? Okay. Gabrielle, did we have some stuff in the chat?
Yes, we do. Tasha said she utilized parent resilience. Sequoia said she utilized social connection. And Ashley gave kudos to Mercy and saying that she could relate to some of the things that she just expressed. What did
Yeah,
she say? It was social emotional competence. So she can relate to that protective factor that she just shared.
that is
You have Emily
awesome.
share, we can all relate and
I
add.
love it. Absolutely. This is awesome. Okay, we're gonna move. I hate we got to move on, but I'm looking at the
Right.
clock, but this is good conversation. Um, so for homework, um, you guys were supposed to do the shared power exercise or the circle of support activity and link it to the 5 protective factors. And so we're going to do some breakout sessions. So you had 3 minutes for each person to share. So remember, this is the circle of support. And because someone requested that I do my circle of support instead of just reading it,
Woo-hoo! I love it.
I did this in between clients today, right?
Oh my
So
God.
there's my circle of support. So we have I can't see. Wait. I got to show this. Nature. So I got beach and park, culture, faith-based. My support is prayer and meditation, economics and work community. My coworkers, such as Gabrielle. I forgot to put agencies and institutions, but I just kind of stuck it on there. So I said, I keep going back. I said, Odyssey and my doctor's office. I love my gynecologist. She is such a support. Partner and children. I listed my husband, my kids, and my 2 grandkids, JJ and Janaya. And then my extended family, parents, my sister, my best friend, who I've known for 30 years. She is my family. And friends and neighbors. I'm in a sorority social group and a high school group where we meet. I ain't gonna tell you how long we've been meeting, but every year we've been meeting since we graduated high school. So that is my circle of support.
I love
And
it.
then thank you. And then the other thing, our power. So you guys were supposed to, and Tanya, I think you led that group, right?
I
The
did.
shared power. What
Right.
was the homework for that?
They're supposed to, you can, if you share a power story of when you used your power on or power with, or when power with or power on was shared with you, what power was used on you or with you. And so you can either do either one, either whether it's your circle of support or your power story. Like Pam said, you have 3 minutes each, so we can make sure that everyone has an opportunity to share their wonderful homework with each other. And as a reminder, it is in your book in session 5. If you go to session 5, there will be a reminder there of for what we're going to be talking about.
Okay, so how many people we got, Gabrielle? We have 7 participants.
I'll go into
Sorry, I
around.
didn't know my mic was off. Yeah, 7. We got 7.
Okay.
Oh, Mercy says she has to leave and go to work.
You gotta leave right now? Oh, okay.
So that'll leave 6.
That's 2. We want to do 2 or 3
2.
breakout session. Want to
Well,
do 2?
I mean, no, you can do 3, and so 2 people in each.
Okay, 2 people each. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 breakout sessions assigned manually. All right. Okay, so that's 3 times, that's 9 minutes. Everybody got 3 minutes? Okay, we'll see you guys in 9 minutes.
Let's see. What do we still have with us? Oh, it's just us. Okay. Good job, ladies. Good job.
We're getting there.
Oh my God. We yeah, we're gonna have to really stay on this on the what you call it time schedule because they got stuff to say today.
I know, this is
Yeah.
great.
They was really participating today for when I chimed in and out. I've been like, oh my God, anyway. But yeah, they was really, and the conversation was so enriching for the CAC projects. They was just really, really targeted into what they wanted to kind of like champion or just their issues or, their concerns, which is really just cool. It was really, and they had details about what they wanted. It wasn't just like this broad topic. They really was able to go deep into what
Tasha's
that
back
meant.
in the I don't know if they're coming back already.
Are they coming back?
And
Oh,
Sequoia
Lord.
come back too. They might have came out by mistake.
How do I
Okay, no,
put them
I
back in?
did not come out by mistake. This is Sequoia. I am lost right now. I have not been here. So what exactly am I supposed to be telling you about? I know I was told about the protective factors that we use this week.
Yeah, and so when we're talking, I think it's in session 5, and you're right because you didn't get the video yet. So if you have your book,
Yes, I do have my book, but not on me right now. I'm not
okay,
with my book. I just have my I got a notepad I was writing down in my journal.
okay. So we're talking about so just you could just share who are who's your support system. So we talk about friends and family, your partner and children. You could just share who's your support system.
Okay.
You could just talk about that. I think that's pretty
Yeah.
easy to talk
Oh,
about that.
okay, that'll work.
You know how to
Oh, do
get
I go
back
back to the
in?
breakout room?
You can
Okay,
go back.
okay,
Okay. And then make sure you get the video or we'll talk to make sure you have everything for next time.
okay, that'll work. Thank you, Miss Pam.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. And Miss Tasha, did you come out on your own too, or? Because I don't know exactly how to put you back in.
Just go to where the breakout rooms are, and then you should see her name at the top where she's not, and then send her to a room.
Oh,
Well,
she
she
went
already
back.
left.
She went back. Okay, so now Sequoia.
Now just send her to wherever she was supposed to be. We see where the breakout rooms, you see the way you got them lined up. You should see her name.
I see her name. It says not joined.
Okay, so we'll toggle on her name, and then to your right, you're gonna see your breakout rooms, and just send her to whichever one you want to send her to.
Oh, that's right. So she's in. Where is she at? She's supposed to be in breakout room 2.
So this, and Nikki came back out too.
Oh, it's a breakout room.
What?
Okay, now Nikki came back.
Nikki and Sequoia were in the same room.
Oh, that's probably why she
Yeah.
came out. She's like, "Where's my person?"
Right, exactly.
Oh, she's in there now, Nikki.
Okay, well, can you send me back there?
I don't think so. Wait, you were
Yeah,
in
I toggle
2?
on her name. The same
Yes.
thing you just
It
did to
says
Sequoia.
either room 1 or room 3. How do I move her to room 2?
So you have to move her to room 1 and then you go back to move her again.
Oh, put her in 1
And then take her out and put her
and
back.
then put her in 2. Oh, got you. Okay. Oh, she's still here. Okay, let me try it again.
There you go.
Okay, she's in 1. Now I'm gonna move her to 2. Okay.
There you go.
Good job. Thank you, Angelina. See,
Thank
Angelina,
you.
teamwork between Pam and Angelina, because you know she got no support from me.
Yeah, you did great. And you did great on the whiteboard. You guys did great on the whiteboard.
We really did.
Y'all did really great on the
That
whiteboard.
was
Really, really
good.
great. And you know you can save the whiteboard to save all the things too.
I'm going to save it. I
Yeah.
just didn't want it to be, I'm here, I'm doing the PowerPoint and everything's gone. So that's
Yeah.
why I took a
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah. And you can
Also,
save it on the screen. There's a thing where you can
Yeah.
save that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I noticed
right.
that the participants are becoming more comfortable with each other.
Yes, I wrote that down as one of my goals, that
Yeah,
that they had great conversation and they just like adding in, it's just like this real dance now around
yeah.
the whole training. So it's really cool. But this usually happens around this session. You know,
Okay, yeah,
they get
halfway
real
through.
comfortable. Yeah, halfway through. And it also has a lot to do with how you guys have been doing your structuring, how you've been giving them doing pair sharing, you give them opportunity to do the breakout rooms now, so they get more and more comfortable with each other. And the more and more they get comfortable in those intimate settings, they get more comfortable to talk out in the whole group because now they know each other.
Yeah.
Pam, can I add quickly that when you remind me later on, if you want help with getting those classes uploaded to YouTube, one of the things you can do is you can make them absolutely private. They do not have to be public.
Right. Right.
Then-
Make them private.
Yes, and then just give permission to certain people. So the people that who need to review them, you can just give them permission to go back and review it. Okay,
Okay.
and that process is pretty easy. But if you need help with that, let me know.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I have them already. It's just I've been trying to send them and it says the file is too large. Oh, somebody else came out. Tasha, did you come out on purpose or what happened? Okay, I'm trying to do, okay, I'm trying to do what Angelina told me. Okay, now she's back in room 3. Okay. Okay, she's in now. All right, so we got about 2 minutes. I'm thinking, and you all let me know because time is going kind of fast, if I can skip the developmental assets and just go into the making change so I can show the video. Would
Yes,
that be
please.
okay? Okay.
Yeah.
I
All
think
right,
you should do that and then do
yeah,
the for the development assets next time. And then
okay.
and actually I think part of that is part of their homework anyway to kind of look at it.
It
So just have
was.
them those preview it and do that, and then we can come back and have a larger discussion next time. I think that will be I think
Okay.
the flow of how everything is going and how they were so into the topics and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't
You
want to
should do
stop
the
that.
video so then they can really
Mhm.
see the cycle. I think that would be good.
Okay.
That's just me. But
Yep,
somebody
I
else
agree.
something totally different.
So is this the module where we want them to exchange numbers? Or is that the next? Because we got
You could if you have time, but if not, then what you can also do is actually categorize those topics under the whiteboard. And when you set out your announcement, you can actually ask who wants to be a
that's what
part of
I'll
the
do.
group.
I'll
And
do
then when we
that.
come back, we can just confirm that of what they said when they come back. And then it just kind of expedite if it's clear that this is what you want to do. And then now you
Yeah,
can just kind of move on with the process.
I'll do that. Okay. So I'm gonna need you and Tiny to help me with this piece of trying to gather all this together for the project.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, I think we are back. We're coming back. I can't wait to hear. Everybody talked about. Okay, I think we're all back. So we had 3 groups. I know some people were kind of in and out the group, but who would like to share either their circle of support or their shared power homework? Who would like to share? You can share either the circle of support. You can share who your circles of support are, who is your support system, or the shared power homework assignment. If you have your book, it's on page 84, the circles of support and shared power. What page is that?
Sequoia added my circle of support is my kids and God, and even though I'm my mom, they're my strength. Oh, even though I'm their mom, they're my strength.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Power relationships is on page 98. Okay.
So I can share. I think just me in general, I'm more aligned with power of with. I am very much collaborative person. I rather not lead. I think I'm a good person. I don't think I'm a great leader. I think I'm a good person that you give me something to do and I'll do it. If you give me clear instructions to get something done, I'll do it. I think that's more of a strength. I lean more into that. I'm very much a cheerleader, supporter, in the background, painting stuff, whatever needs to be done outside, I got you. I think that's something I definitely lead with in life. I think lead with in life in general. And
Okay. Thank you.
Sequoia agrees.
Yeah, I see. Thank you. Okay. Who else wants to share? What did you talk about in your breakout session?
I'll share. This is Ashley Manning. My main circle of support are my children, my parents, and my brothers. And then I have a great village of friends who they make life really fun and just peaceful. And then, of course, I enjoy being in nature, going to my favorite nature preserve, to forest bathe, and hit the beach, or if I can't get to the beach, go near a river.
Okay, thank you. All right. Anyone else want to share? Thank you, Ashley. Okay, well, since time is kind of going fast, we're going to keep moving. So another thing we were supposed to do for homework was to read the 40 developmental assets in Module 5 of the manual and determine what assets or how many are in place for your child or your children. So we won't be able to go over that tonight. So hopefully next week we'll be able to talk about that. We're going to move on to our last, what we're gonna talk about last for this evening is making change. This bars and wait. Taking action to make change. So we kind of started this, right? Identify an issue in your community that you are motivated to make change or work on. We did that with the whiteboard. Okay, so we're going to go back and narrow those topics down so that you can pick which topic that you want to work on for your project. But before we do that, we're going to show a quick video. And with this video, Tony, you want to set the video up? I know you like this video. And I got the disclaimer there.
All right, there you go. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So everyone, this is a great video and it is Ron Finley. Ron Finley is from one of the greatest places on earth known as Los Angeles. So he was just a regular schmegular person who had some who wanted to plant some stuff in his front yard, and it ended up being a life-changing it ended up being life-changing for him, for the community. It was just it was amazing. So so this is a video about about what he did, and what it is basically it's a mirror image of what a community action cycle project looks like. You had an issue, and he addressed the issue, and he had some amazing results. And fair warning, as you guys see on the screen, there's some cussing in the video. There's some harsh language, so please don't jump out of your skin. If you're not familiar with any of these words, I'm very well versed, and I'll talk to you off camera and explain any of the words. No, just playing. But anyways, we just do want to let you know there's some cursing in the video, but it is a great video. So Pam's going to share that with us right now.
Pam, you got your hand raised up?
Yes, I just want to remind the participants, as Tanya was sharing about the video, is that as you're watching the video, I want to challenge you a little bit to look in your participant guide and look at the circles of support. I mean, the circles of community action circle, and actually look at that project and see how many of them you can identify as you're watching the video. So, Pam went through them, what they are, and like Tony said, one was like they identified the issue. So as you're watching the video, just kind of cross compare what you see, the community action cycle change that's happened in the video, and maybe we may have a little time to kind of debrief that as you finish.
Wait, I think I have that, Pam. Wait a minute, or maybe not.
But it's in their participant guide too.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I had it up, but I don't think I have it anymore. But okay, anyway. So we're gonna move on. Here we go. Oh, hold on for the commercial. Oh, sorry. Oh, wait.
Pam, I don't believe you're sharing your screen.
I can't see it. You can't. Yeah.
I'm not sharing my screen.
No.
Oh, just looking at the video. I thought I was sharing it. Thank you for that. Y'all see it now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna make it big. Okay, there we go.
You speak the key, but
Can you
must
hear?
first learn the discipline.
Yes.
Okay.
Unlock the energy within.
I live in South Central. This is South Central. Liquor stores, fast food, vacant lots. So the city planners, they get together and they figure they're going to change the name South Central to make it represent something else. So they change it to South Los Angeles. Like this is going to fix what's really going wrong in the city. This is South Los Angeles. Liquor stores, fast food, vacant lots. Just like 26.5 million other Americans, I live in a food desert. South Central Los Angeles, home of the drive-through and the drive-by.
You seek the key, but you must first learn the discipline. Unlock the energy within.
Funny thing is, the drive-throughs are killing more people than the drive-by. People are dying from curable diseases in South Central Los Angeles. For instance, the obesity rate in my neighborhood is like 5 times higher than, say, Beverly Hills, which is like probably 8-10 miles away. I got tired of seeing this happening. And I wonder, how would you feel if you had no access to healthy food? If every time you walk out your door, you see the ill effects that the present food system have on your neighborhood? I see wheelchairs bought and sold like used cars. I see dialysis centers popping up like Starbucks. And I figured this has to stop. So I figured that the problem is the solution. Food is the problem, and food is the solution. Plus, I got tired of driving 45 minutes round trip to get an apple that wasn't impregnated with pesticides. So what I did, I planted a food forest in front of my house. It's on a strip of land that we call a parkway. It's like 150 feet by like 10 feet. The thing is, it's owned by the city, but you have to maintain it. So I'm like, cool. I can do whatever the hell I want. Since it's my responsibility and I got to maintain it, and this is how I decided to maintain it. So me and my group, LA Green Grounds, we got together and we started planting my food forest, fruit trees, you know, the whole nine, for vegetables. What we do, we're a pay-it-forward kind of group, where it's composed of like gardeners from all walks of life from all over the city, and it's completely volunteer, and everything we do is free. And in the garden, it was beautiful. And then somebody complained. The city came down on me and basically gave me a citation saying that I had to remove my garden, which this citation would turn into a warrant. And I'm like, come on, really? A warrant for planting food on a piece of land that you could care less about? And I was like, cool, bring it. Because this time it wasn't coming out. So LA Times got hold of it. Steve Lopez did a story on it and talked to the councilman. And one of the Green Grounds members, they put up a petition on change.org. And with 900 signatures, we were a success. We had a victory on our hands. My councilman even called and said how they endorse and love what we're doing. I mean, come on, why wouldn't they? LA leads the United States in vacant lots that the city actually owns. They own 26 square miles of vacant lots. That's 20 Central Parks. That's enough space to plant 725 million tomato plants. Why in the hell would they not okay this? Growing one plant will give you 1,000, 10,000 seeds. Okay. When $1 worth of green beans will give you like $75 worth of produce. It's my gospel. I'm telling people, grow your own food. Growing your own food is like printing your own money.
You seek the key, but you must first learn the discipline. Unlock the energy within.
Thank you. See, I have a legacy in South Central. I grew up there. I raised my sons there. And I refuse to be a part of this manufactured reality that was manufactured for me by some other people, and I manufactured my own reality. See, I'm an artist. Gardening is my graffiti. I grow my art. Just like a graffiti artist, where they beautify walls, I beautify lawns, parkways, I use the garden, the soil, like it's a piece of cloth, and the plants and the trees, that's my embellishment for that cloth. You'd be surprised what the soil could do if you let it be your canvas. You just couldn't imagine how amazing a sunflower is and how it affects people. So what happened? I have witnessed my garden become a tool for the education, a tool for the transformation of my neighborhood. To change the community, you have to change the composition of the soil. We are the soil. You'd be surprised how kids are affected by this. Gardening is the most therapeutic and defiant act you can do, especially in the inner city. Plus you get strawberries. I remember this time, there was this mother and a daughter came, they were, it was like 10:30 at night, and they were in my yard. And I came out and they looked so ashamed, and I'm like, man, it made me feel bad that they were there. And I told them, you don't have to do this like this. This is on the street for a reason. It made me feel ashamed to see people that was this close to me that was hungry. And this only reinforced why I do this. And people ask me, Finn, aren't you afraid people are gonna steal your food? And I'm like, hell no, I ain't afraid they're gonna steal it. That's why it's on the street. That's the whole idea. I want them to take it, but in the same time, I want them to take back their health. There's another time when I put a garden in this homeless shelter in downtown Los Angeles. The guys, they helped me unload the truck. It was cool. They just shared the stories about how this affected them and how they used to plant with their mother and their grandmother. And it was just cool to see how this changed them if it was only for that one moment.
You seek the key, but you must first learn the discipline. Unlock the energy within.
So Green Grounds has gone on to plant maybe like 20 gardens. We've had like 50 people come to our dig-ins and participate in this, all volunteers. If kids grow kale, kids eat kale. If they grow tomatoes, they eat tomatoes. But when none of this is presented to them, if they're not shown how food affects the mind and the body, they blindly eat whatever the hell you put in front of them. I see young people, and they want to work, but they're in this thing where they're caught up. I see kids of color, and they just on this track that's designed for them that leads them to nowhere. So with gardening, I see an opportunity where we can train these kids to take over their communities, to have a sustainable life. And when we do this, who knows? We might produce the next George Washington Carver. But if we don't change the composition of the soil, we will never do this. Now this is one of my plans. This is what I want to do. I want to plant a whole block of gardens. Where people can share in the food in the same block. I want to take shipping containers and turn them into healthy cafes. And now don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about no free shit, because free is not sustainable. The funny thing about sustainability, you have to sustain it. What I'm talking about is putting people to work and getting kids off the street and letting them know the joy, the pride, and the honor in growing your own food. Opening farmers markets. So what I want to do here, we got to make this sexy. So I want us all to become ecolutionary, renegades, gangsters, gangster gardeners. We got to we got to flip the script on what a gangster is. If you ain't a gardener, you ain't gangster. Get gangster with your shovel, okay? And let that be your weapon of choice. So So, so basically, if you want to meet with me, you know, if you want to meet, don't call me. If you want to sit around in cushy chairs and have meetings where you talk about doing some shit, where you talk about doing some shit. If you want to meet with me, come to the garden with your shovel so we can plant some shit. Peace. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. We're gonna run a little late today, but what did you all, any thoughts on the video? Any thoughts? Sequoia, you have your hand up?
Yes, I liked that video. I like the video. I like that video. And he said, what did he say? He said that, oh, food is the problem and the solution. And I think I strongly agree with him. It comes back to home economics with learning how to plant, learning how to just basic home home economic issues is a big problem with the way we think, how we react, everything that we have going on in the world today. Home economics and food, learning how to garden, grow our own food. That's a big issue, and it's a big. If more of us plant and ate our own foods, I think the world will be a little bit better. So I like the video. I really did. I like the video, and I like his his slogan, "Plant some shit." Excuse my language, but I like the slogan.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm glad you liked that video. I'm glad you liked it. Pam is asking, did you see many of the CAC cycle components demonstrated in the video? That's on page 110 in your book.
You also
She's
have,
asking, I'm sorry?
you have a hand raised.
Oh, Sequoia, you had another question?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm trying to turn it off. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So your community action project is on page 110 in your book. So Pam is asking, did you see any CAC cycle components demonstrated in the video? So we're talking about identification, relationship building, analysis, action for change, and celebration. I want to see if I can share this because this is kind of like your cheat sheet for when you do your project. And I'm going to send this all to you all. So you're going to identify your presentation. So this is for graduation for your last module, module 10. And so you have 15 minutes to do your presentation, 10 minutes for the presentation, 5 minutes for questions. You're going to identify the following. What is the issue? And how does it relate to school readiness, academic success, or family engagement? Your vision of the community without this challenge. Remember, we talked about vision in the beginning. Everything's kind of coming full circle. The SWOT analysis of the issue. Who's in power? Identify who has the power to make change on your community issue and who you need support from to create the change. The goals or steps that you are taking on the community issue. How will you create change for improvement of this issue that your group has identified? We're going to ask that you designate a presenter who's covering what. Well, we want everybody to present, so you can break it up. Don't forget, timekeepers are important. We want to keep it to 10 minutes and then 5 minutes for questions. You can have handouts. You can have charts. You can have PowerPoints, posts, whatever, right? I think somebody did a podcast last year, right? So there is no specific format. Be creative and have fun. Don't lose sight of the goal of the group presentation to work together as a team and complete a community project. So that's what all this is about, to sum it up. So I'm gonna go back to the whiteboard. Because we're gonna pick from these topics. Oh, well, see, now it's saying sign in. How do I sign in? See, that's why I took the picture. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go back. But anyway, so what we said, the topic, so we had the 3 titles. And hold on. I can put it in the chat. I'm gonna send it to you all as well.
So Pam, when you put it in the chat, don't worry about doing the categories, just the topics.
Okay, you want me to put the topics in the chat?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Pam, you want to keep talking and I can do that? I can put the topics in the chat.
Please. Do you have them?
Yeah, I have what everybody put. I wrote
You
them
know
down.
what? You're gonna do the wheel next.
Yeah,
So
I
I
already
can
got.
put it in.
Okay, okay, we can do the
You
wheel.
want to
'Cause I
share? You
already
go
set it
one.
up.
I'll start putting them in the chat, and you can do the wheel.
Okay, let's do the wheel.
Okay. I think I gave you permission.
Got it already set up. Righty, let's. Ashley Manning, you are the winner for this week.
Congratulations, Ashley. Do you want me to hold your gift for you, Ashley? I'll hold it for you.
Negative. I want it. I like gifts. How do I get it? What am I getting?
You will be getting a gift card.
Hallelujah.
You'll get it. It'll either be Kroger, Walmart, or Chick-fil-A.
All works for me.
Okay. Gabrielle, you want to type the rest?
Yeah,
I did all the school readiness.
Okay.
So we're putting this in the chat, and I'm also going to send this to you all. So you pick, what is it, the top 3? How did we say we were going to do it, Tani?
The top 3 subjects. When you look at all of the different topics, vote for the top 3 that you would be interested in addressing in your community action cycle projects. So the top 3 topics.
Okay. So those are the school readiness ones. Gabrielle, which one are you doing?
I just started on the academic for academic.
See, because it's the short one. Okay, I'll do family engagement.
Well, it was at the top of my list. That's why.
Okay. All right. Do you all see in the chat? Pick your top 3.
And so yeah.
Are there any questions? Is there anything else that you'd like for us to discuss? You need clarification? Any further information? Let us know. So, how are you all feeling about the project?
Can I add a little clarity while you guys think about on the project? these are group projects. And so what's going to happen is you guys will be grouped together based on your interest in the topics. And so Pam and Gabrielle will share with you the contact information from your group team members, and you guys will be responsible for coming together to present your projects. So as Pam said before, however you guys want to create it, or however you want to present it, but it will be your responsibility to meet outside of the FFL sessions to discuss the projects and to go over everything. If you guys have any questions, you guys can call and contact Pam. You can contact Pam Braxton or myself and Pam Ross, but Gabrielle and Pam should be able to help you out. If not, they will call us, but please feel free to contact us if you have any questions about your projects, okay?
Okay. And I think the last one is sex ed. All right. So those are our topics. So as Tani said, you're going to pick out your top 3, and then you're going to be in groups. I will send this out to you in my update follow-up email tomorrow, so you can pick out which topic that you want to work on. Any questions, anything we haven't covered, anything you need clarification? The last thing I'm gonna sneak in here is which I think it is.
I know.
What? What is it?
Feedback survey.
Feedback survey. I'm gonna put it in the chat. There we go.
Would you like some feedback survey music?
Sure, but before we do that, y'all see my screen, right? Okay, next steps. We're gonna work on that project. Think about what you want to work on, the top 3. Continue to work on your 3-month vision and goal. Bring a favorite quote to share. We'll meet again April 23rd in 2 weeks from 6 to 7:30. These last few sessions probably are going to go over 7:30 because we're trying to jam pack a lot of stuff together. And I think 8 and 9, that's 2 modules. So we'll probably go to 8 o'clock that day. All right. Just letting you all know in advance. Whew, we did it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have any questions, you can email me at any time. If you're on the Remind app, you can send me a text. Enjoy your evening. Thank you very much.
Bye, guys.
Oh, Tanya, I thought you were going to play some music.
Can you hear it?
No, I don't hear it.
I don't even.
I kind of hear it.
We can
You
hear
can
it
hear it now?
It's spotty. No.
That better?
No.
We can't hear it, Tony.
I can play another one of my videos. Okay.